Podcast Evolved, your home for Halo.
Okay Spartans, it's time for something a little different. That's right, it's a Halo product review from Aaron. As Evolved's resident Elite controller shopaholic, I'm here to chat about the Halo Infinite Elite Series 2 controller. I've been lucky enough to own all major versions of the Elite controller so far, from the original Black Series 1 to the Gears 4 Special Edition, and the Elite Series 2 and now the Halo Infinite Special Edition. The first thing you're going to notice about the Elite controller is actually the packaging. Microsoft are aiming for a higher quality feel with the Elite series, so everything right down to the box it comes in just feels nicer. When you slide the top off the box, you're greeted with the controller carry case. It's a hardened material case in Spartan green with the UNSC logo on the top, and it really does look the part. It should give your controller top protection if you're taking it on the road. If you lift the case out and remove the packaging from the box, you'll find a very nice 2-meter green and gold braided USB-C cable. It should definitely come in handy for charging your controller no matter where the nearest USB port is. You'll also find the controller's documentation in a little Forerunner patterned wallet. Inside there's a brief guide to the controller, the usual warranty information, and a DLC code for the Perfect Control Weapon Charm, which is a tiny Infinite Elite controller that you can hang and equip off your weapons in Halo Infinite. Opening the case up next and you're immediately hit with this beautiful controller. It's inspired by Chief's armour with a green plating design. If you run your hand over the joints, you'll actually feel they're etched into the case and not just painted on. It's a nice little touch that really helps the controller stand out. The paintwork itself is really well done. It even includes scuff marks along the edges of the plates and the analog sticks to give that battle-worn effect to the armour. Note to Spartans, make sure and remember that it's scuffed because at some point you will have the same panic I did that I somehow damaged the controller. The black rubber grips cover the front and back of both prongs on the controller and actually give a nice undersuit vibe when combined with the plating design. When you flip the controller over, you'll see more armour patterning on the back with an engraved AI chip slot and a 117 on the top just below the charging port. The triggers and bumpers are both metallic black with a low gloss finish, and you'll immediately feel the difference over the standard controller. Finally, on the back you'll see your 4 removable paddles and the trigger stop adjustments. Back to the front, and the controller comes equipped with the gold disc D-pad and green analog sticks. The ones equipped are concave with a textured edge, very similar to the standard sticks on stock controllers. There are also several alternative sticks. There are some short concave sticks with no texturing on the edge, a short convex stick, and my personal favourite, a taller concave version of the standard stick that you can use on your aiming stick for more precise control. You also get a standard D-pad in case you don't like the dish D-pad, and a small metal key that you can use to adjust the tension on your analog sticks. Now comes the final piece in your kit. The Elite controller comes with a built-in rechargeable battery and you have 2 ways to charge it. You can plug the USB-C cable into the top of the controller just like any standard Xbox controller, but there's also a magnetic charging dock included in the case. The dock can be popped off its base and used on a desk or table just in case you like minimal clutter, or in a nice little touch from Microsoft, you can feed the USB-C cable through the back of the case via a little removable rubber grommet and plug the cable straight into the dock while it's seated in the case. This lets you sit your controller into the case, charge it and close the case up for some added safety. Performance wise, I've been using the Elite controller for a day or so now, and it feels every bit as good as the standard Elite Series 2. It has a nice weight and a solid feel when you're holding it. The trigger stops are great for a shooter like Halo, and I find the tall analog stick really gives you that little extra precision in firefights. Making the jump to using the paddles can take some getting used to, but once it clicks you really do notice the difference. The only problem with the Elite controllers is they're frankly too nice. Once you're used to them, you just can't go back to using a standard controller. Overall, I think the Infinite Elite is a fantastic product from 343 and Microsoft. As Microsoft's second outing into the limited edition Elites, I think this one hits the same high bar set by the Gears Series 1 controller. If you've been thinking about getting an Elite controller and you can find one of these at retail price, I'd say you'll be very happy with your purchase. Okay, that's it from me for this video, and we look forward to seeing you all in Zeta Halo. Until then, Spartans, evolved.
Podcast Evolved, your home for Halo.